Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Starset7, and this is Starset7 Gaming. It is Friday, June 10th. And today, for Zer's location, we're going to be heading into Destiny and taking a quick look. Before we do jump in, like it shows just below my finger, if you guys can help me out there, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave some comments, let me know how everything is going, what you think of the content. So we're going to be heading into Destiny here right now, and let's take a look at where Xur is for this week. All right, this week Xur is located at the tower, so head on over to the tower. Once you are in, you're going to head off to the left-hand side down towards the hangar. That would be where Amanda Holiday is, as well as Trials of Osiris guy there, Sate 14. So once you're down here, head over to the left-hand side. You'll see kind of a tent, as well as a little staircase that goes up. Go on up the staircase and you will find Xur. So this week, Xur always has his exotic engram. For shits and giggles, I am going to take a roll and see what happens. You never know. Oh boy, Assassin's Cowl, which actually isn't too bad, but yeah, moving on. Also with this exotic, you can purchase it with your exotic cipher or with shards. And this week for his exotic weapon, we've got the two-tailed fox. Now, last season, I actually used this quite a bit because it fires void as well as solar. So the main perk is Twin Tails. Shoots two rockets, one void and one solar that can track onto the same target, which is absolutely awesome. The other perks we have on here is Composite Stock, which is slightly increases stability and slightly increases handling speed, as well with Play with Your Prey. So the Void Rocket suppresses the enemies. The Solar Rocket causes damage over time. So still, if you are using your Void subclass, let's say for a Hunter, me being a Hunter main, getting that suppression is going to make you invisible as well as do damage with that solar rocket. So it's not too bad at all. If you haven't got it, pick it up, add it to your inventory. You might even get some better rolls on the stats. The next perk, we have high velocity rounds, so increases projectile speed and also increases reload speed. Next up, we have confined launch, so greatly increases stability, increases blast radius, and decreases projectile speed, which isn't bad at all. So like I said, if you haven't got this, it is pretty fun to use. You can actually see it shoot both rockets out, and it does quite a bit of damage to enemies. You are also getting solar and void damage. Next up for this week, for the hunters, we've got the Frosty. So let's take a look at what we got for the main perks on here. So rapid cooldown. So this basically works by sprinting, and there is a lot of people using this right now with solar, because you're going to get those abilities back quicker. And depending on how, like say if you have classy restoration, so doing your dodge is going to help you heal, is going to help you out greatly. So the main perk so increased grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while sprinting. Also, dodging increases your sprint speed. So if you need to get away quick, you do that dodge. You're also healing at the same time if you're using that classy restoration artifact mod. You're also going to get a little bit of a boost while you're running, which is absolutely awesome. Next up, for the Titans this week, we've got the Peregrine Greaves, and I've actually seen a few people using these in PvP because of its airborne effectiveness. So the main perk on here is Peregrine Strike. How it works is all shoulder charge abilities, seismic strike, hammer strike, or shield bash deal bonus damage when activated in the air. Provides a small benefit to airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons. So you are going to get that increase depending on how you're leaning into that airborne effectiveness stat. Next up, we have for the Warlock this week, the Eye of Another World. And I mean, like for exotics, this thing actually looks pretty cool. Let's take a quick look. So check out the helmet. The smoke on it actually kind of moves and it just looks cool. So the main perk on here is Cerebral Uplink. So what this does is it highlights priority targets and improves the regeneration speed of your grenade, melee, and rift abilities. So like I said, a lot of people this season with solar are looking for ways that they are able to basically get those abilities back quicker, depending on how you have your artifacts and your mods set up and everything like that. Yes, and so provides a small benefit to the airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons. So this is also going to help whether you're in PvE or PvP for getting that airborne effectiveness stat raised up just a little bit. Next up for this week for the legendary weapons, we've got the Whispering Slab bow. And actually, it isn't bad. I mean, firmly planted, depending on what you're doing. If you're taking out quite a bit of ads, isn't too bad. You're getting that opening shot on there as well. Imperial Needle combat bow with the impulse amplifier and thresh. We've got Grid Skipper with slideways and thresh. And the Grid Skipper is the pulse rifle. The Fractithist, that one. Shotgun. We've got full auto trigger system as well as Adagio. Next, we've got Iota Draconis fusion rifle with under pressure in high impact rounds. Really, it's not bad. I don't quite like how under pressure works because it depends on getting lower in the magazine instead of dealing that damage quick. We can take a quick look at these perks. So the high impact reserves rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage. So it's at the end that you're getting that instead of just getting it all the way through the magazine, as well as under pressure. Improved stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. So these two perks, really, if you're in PvE, it's not too terribly bad if you're using this, especially on some of your higher powered enemies. PvP, I wouldn't really suggest these two perks. But moving on, next up we've got the Blastbattu. That is an interesting name. So it's a grenade launcher, and we've got a moving target as well as Wellspring. So if you've wondered about Wellspring, kills with this weapon generate ability energy. This energy is divided between your uncharged abilities. So if we take a look at those exotics that we were looking at before, both with Stompies, the one for the Titan, as well as it wasn't Stompies, Frosties, sorry, as well as the one for the Warlock, Eye of Another World. Those are all helping get those abilities back. Kills with this will also help recharge getting those abilities back as well. Not a lot of people are really big into using these grenade launchers, but once you get proficient at using them, they're quite handy to have, and getting those kills, especially right now in the new duality dungeon. It is literally ad clear heaven on the boss round in there. So using this, getting those abilities back, spamming those abilities, keep firing this, and you're putting on some more grenade launcher mod, so you're getting that ammo finders and ammo scavengers. It's going to greatly help out with getting those abilities back. So I do suggest picking this up, seeing how it would work with your build, as well as we've got moving target on here. So increased movement speed and target acquisition when moving while aiming down sights. Is it the best perk for this? No, this one is. But we're going to move on to the next one up. We've got Stars and Shadows Pulse Rifle. I've seen quite a few people, for some odd reason, using this in PvP. To me, the stats on it aren't the best, but it does have quick draw as well as moving target. This week for the legendary armor, we've got the anti-extinction armor set. So I went through and took a look at everything. If you're looking for the stat distribution or distributed over other stats other than mobility, with a total of 60, definitely pick up the arms if you don't have something that has the stat total. Resilience is very good, especially for the hunter. So if you're looking for something that's leaning a little bit into the mobility, and when I mean a little bit, I mean a lot, because 27 on mobility is huge. So definitely pick up the chest armor. That's going to help you out with your mobility. Even if you're running, like I said earlier, with those Frosties, this is going to give you a little bit more of a boost, as well as also give you the recharge ability back quicker on those abilities. So this week as well, moving over to the DMT, the Dead Man's Tale Scout Rifle, we have Outlaw, which is really decent. So let's take a look. So we also have the fitted stock, so increased stability, moderately controls recoil, slightly decreases handling speed, as well as Outlaw. So precision kills greatly decrease reload time. So a lot of people are using this for getting those precision kills, especially in PvP. And if you're like somebody else that I know, they have a DMT for every scenario out there, with the different perk and stat rolls on them. We also have ricochet rounds on here, so I am suggesting, in my opinion, to pick this DMT up because it has very good perks on it as well as great stats. And the main perk is Cranial Spike, so chaining precision hits grants bonus damage and quickens reload speed. And the Hawkmoon this week, we've got Rangefinder. Really, Rangefinder isn't bad. It also has smooth grip, so it's going to slightly increase stability and slightly increased handling speed. Rangefinder on here, this is definitely a PvP role. So aiming this weapon increases its effective range and zoom magnification, increased projectile velocity while aiming, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and bows. So that's actually not too bad of a perk. We've also got the alloy magazine and the fluted barrel. And next up, for the main perk on here, is the paracausal shot. So final blows and precision hits with the Hawkmoon grant stacks of paracausal charge. The final round of the magazine deals bonus damage based on the number of stacks. Stowing the Hawkmoon on the final round removes this bonus. So once you get those stacks of paracausal charge, if you don't use it and you stow it or switch to a different weapon, basically, you're going to lose that bonus damage on the last round. So in PvP, like I said, basically emptying a whole magazine into somebody and getting that last shot off into them is going to do that bonus damage. Hence why the Hawkmoon is so OP in PvP. All right, I'm going to head back over to the camera screen. Thank you, everybody, for checking out the video. Like I said, if you guys would greatly help me out, hit that subscribe button like it says just below my finger. And I am probably live right now. Come over to twitch.tv/Starset7 Gaming. and come and check me out over there. Join the group of us. We're running raids basically 4 days a week. And twice on Saturdays as well. When you're on the channel, drop down, you will see a bunch of different links to my other social media. Come join, follow us. Can't wait to see you guys there. Everybody, be safe out there. And until next week, take care.